men rejecting us, townies sabotaging us, and flirting with basically anyone. All of this in today's episode in Family from Zero. Hello everyone, InZOI's new update is out, so it's the perfect time to get back into the game with the new challenge I created, Family from Zero. We start the challenge with no money, an empty lot, and by the end of our Zoe's life, she should be married, have at least 6 children and 6 grandchildren, and the family should have a home worth at least 100,000 meows. I will tell you the rest of the rules while playing, but if you want to try out the challenge yourself, check out the video's description for the whole rule set. And now let's start the Family from Zero challenge with Bella Rose. Okay, so we arrived at our place in Dawn. We have 0 meows, but Bella has total inner peace, as you can see. I think first we should set her ambition to match our challenge, so let's go with partners in love. Now let's just take a quick look at her preferences to get to know her a little bit better. She loves washing cars, cleaning and cooking. So basically she loves to do housework. And she's not really keen on dancing and singing, so karaoke clubs are a no-no for her. Her trait is volunteer and her main values are traditional and coexistence at the moment. I think these things matter when choosing a partner, so for example if she doesn't value pleasure but her boyfriend's main value is that, then they might not get along very well. And for now, let's make our top priority making money. I heard that you have to put keywords in this Smart Zoe feature, not actual grammatically correct sentences. So we will see what the AI can do with our prompt, but I heard that in this update it got so much better. Anyways, as I mentioned, our main objective now is to find money and also to find love. The challenge actually prohibits us from applying for a job, but there is a park near where Bella can fish, so in theory we can get some quick bucks from selling fish. So we are headed to the nearest fishing spot. At the moment Bella has no skill in fishing, but she looks confident at least. And it looks like she reeled in something. It is her first ever catch and it seems to be an archer fish. We can sell it for around 10 meows, which is not much, but at least Bella won't starve to death. So that is progress. Let's see what she is thinking right now. Maybe she will open up and I can connect with her. I think she's planning to speak with someone, but that interaction does not look good. I don't think that she will want to open up after that, so don't do that. And don't you dare throw out the fish, thank you. Now it is nice that she's getting to know other people, making friends. And I don't want to be that person, but we have no time for this. We are basically homeless with no money. So let's try to reel in one more fish and let me take a picture of Bella's first day in Dawn. Now that's what I'm talking about. We can sell these sweet lips for around 50 meows. We are making progress, getting richer and richer, minute by minute. Now it's time to relax a bit and chat with new people. And I nearly forgot, we get welfare support when we run out of money. They made it way stricter in this update. Your Zoe can only claim it once and it is just 1,000 meows. At least we can buy a fridge and a kitchen counter. It's better than nothing. I like to leave the autonomy setting on because it kind of feels like my Zoes have their own unique personalities. So for this challenge, sometimes I will let my Zoe do her own thing, and every time she flirts with someone, we will put him on the might be Bella's future husband list. And that is exactly what happened. I was just looking around the park and when I switched back to Bella, I saw she was flirting with this guy. And look at her thoughts. If we keep this going, maybe he will be interested in dating more. She already found someone who she wants to go on a date with. This is amazing. I thought it would take a bit more time. And although this seems like a nice love story, I think that during the first day or two, she should get to know more townies, and once she knows enough people, we will see who she will go on a date with. I built this cute little spot, beautiful roses, very cozy and everything, so they could have a more romantic setting to chat. I am not a skillful builder, but I tried. I used some mods for this building, so I will show you my mod list at the end of the video in case you want to download them too. After I finished, I realized they can't sit in there. The game thinks that the items are overlapping and they can't go in there, so it was a wasted time to build this, but at least it's cute. After I unpaused the game, their conversation quickly dried up, so we got back to making money. I added a flea market stand so Bella can sell her fish. But the game just doesn't let me click on it. Excuse me? What are you doing? Why are you taking my fish away from me? No way. Our 50 meows. I know that Bella is not really the get into trouble type, but she might make an exception right now because this lady basically threw our money in the trash. At least we made our first enemy in the game. We stayed at the park to fish our money back, and after that I bought the fridge and a countertop, just so she wouldn't starve to death. I also set up her own flea market stand, so the previous disaster won't happen again. She put up a lot of fish for sale, and while the buyers gathered around the stand, she found the nearest bench to finally have some restful sleep. The second she woke up, she went straight to the first guy she saw and started flirting. She wanted to keep things light and casual, and although sometimes things turned into a misunderstanding, they were actually getting along pretty nicely. Judging by how good this is going, maybe he will be her future husband, although she doesn't know anything about him yet. But then disaster struck. She got a bit ahead of things and tried to kiss him. It was not a clever idea. But judging by her expression, she didn't give up the whole future husband thing just yet. And just look at that relationship log, everything was going so perfect until the kiss. I also input finding love to smart Zoe. Maybe that will encourage her to talk with more guys. And by the way, if you like the video so far, please consider subscribing. Thank you! In the meantime, she started painting to earn some extra cash. And it looks like she is actually enjoying it. Her art skill leveled up, and just like that, her first beautiful painting is done. By the way, if you ever wondered what the Korean title says when you complete a painting, it's pronounced 내 그림, and it means my painting. Sorry, just a fun fact. After a long day making and selling art, she spent the night at the art gallery. As soon as she opened her eyes, she headed to the nearest man and started flirting. Just the usual. She was hoping to get a little spark of romance, but the man left after a few minutes, so it was another failure. The next day in the park, she was daydreaming again to find someone she can love and try to fill the hole in her heart with some terrible looking ramen. Maybe it's just the sauce, but it looks questionable. Then she tried to send some flirty messages to a random guy, basically. But apparently, she just got friend-zoned. But then, while waiting to cross the road, she found herself standing next to someone. And Bella being Bella, of course she won't stand there in silence. We found out that he is an individualist, which might be a nice match for Bella's personality. And the relationship log is also looking great. Warmed by their gentle and kind smile, the conversation felt truly joyful. We hope that Kazuhiko thinks the same about Bella. However, now it was not a kiss that ruined the conversation, but making too much small talk. It's okay, at least they got to know each other a little bit, so they might go on a date in the next episode. That night we got a message from a volunteer program looking for teachers. We chose volunteer as Bella's personality trait, so it was no question that she is going. But she almost missed the event, because I just learned that a Zoe's sleeping need can't be satisfied by napping on benches, so we had to force invite ourselves to someone's home and sleep in their bed. I am sorry, it was an emergency. I unfortunately lost a bit of a footage, but she managed to get to the event, and by some deus ex machina, she came back with all her needs maxed out, so we didn't have to buy food that day. And also at night, she met another guy in the park. They started chatting and she really wanted to get closer with him. Although they didn't talk that much, but look at that first impression. It says, made my heart skip a beat with their adorable greeting. It looks like Bella is having a choice overload regarding dating. We should choose wisely who she will go on a date with in the next episode. I don't want things to turn out badly, and we have no time to waste. We need to find her a husband as soon as possible, because we need to have 6 children and 6 grandchildren to complete the challenge. So for that reason, I have chosen 3 guys Bella will be going on a date with in the next episode. Let me know your guess in the comments below. Who do you think she will end up with? And by the way, if you would like to add me on Canvas, my name is Kobiubi. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please consider subscribing, leaving a like or a comment. Now I will show you my mod list in a moment, and see you in the next video. Bye bye!